You've probably heard the term business model thrown around in conversations with your friends, colleagues, and even in news. But it's completely okay if you don't fully understand what a business model truly is. Because let's be honest, many of us still don't. But today, let's break it down in our brand new series, Explain Like I'm 5, or LE5 for short. Hello and welcome to Business Simplified. I am Nishtha and I'm excited to introduce you to our new series where we take those confusing business concepts and explain it so simply that even a 5-year-old can understand. In each episode of LE5, we'll tackle one important business concept that early stage entrepreneurs need to understand, but without any fancy MBA jargon. Instead, we'll use real world examples, simple analogies, and practical explanations that anyone can grasp, whether you're just starting out or you're already running a business. Today, we're starting with something fundamental, which is the business model. By the end of the video, you'll not only understand what a business model is, but you'll also know why it matters, what elements make it up, and how it can evolve as your business grows. So, let's dive in. Imagine a little girl Neha, age 7, sets up a lemonade stand on a hot summer day. If you ask Neha how her lemonade business works, she might say, I make lemonade with lemons, water, and sugar. I put it in cups, and when people walk by, they give me $1 and I give them lemonade. But believe it or not, Neha just explained her business model. At its most basic level, a business model is simply how your business creates, delivers, and captures value. Wait, don't get confused. I'll explain everything. Let's break down using Neha's lemonade stand model. Creating value. Neha makes something people want, a cold, refreshing drink on a hot day. Delivering value. She sets up her stand where thirsty people walk by. And capturing value. She exchanges her lemonade for money. That is $1 per cup. And that's it. Every business model, from a child's lemonade stand to tech giants like Apple or Amazon, answers these three fundamental questions. What problem am I solving? Or what value am I creating? How do I get my solution to the people who need it? And how do I make money in the process? Remember, a product itself is not a business. Lemonade is Neha's product, but how she makes it, sells it, and profits from it is her business model. But can't I just focus on making something awesome and figure out the money part later? This thinking is exactly how many potential great businesses fail before they even get started. Let's go back to Emma's lemonade stand. Imagine if Emma set up her stand on a quiet street where nobody walks by. Or she priced her lemonade at 10 cents when actually each cup costs 25 cents to make. Or what if she accepted only credit cards when her customers carry only cash? No matter how delicious her lemonade is, her business would fail because her business model doesn't work. Business models matter because they determine if you'll be profitable or not. If your cost exceeds your revenue, you'll run out of money. Second, they also guide your decisions. Neha needs to know where to set up her stand, how much to charge, and what payment method to accept. Third, they help you scale. What if Neha wants to open a second stand? Her business model will have to guide that growth. And fourth, it attracts the investors. Imagine if Neha's mom is investing in $10 in supplies. She would want to know how Neha has a plan to make that money back. So think about it. Two lemonade stands could have identical lemonade, but the one with better business model will always be more successful. Netflix and Blockbuster both provided movies to watch, but Netflix subscription model beat Blockbuster's rental fee and late penalty model. The product was similar, but the business model completely made all the difference. Now let's keep using Neha's lemonade stand to understand the key elements that make up any business model. Number 1 is the value proposition, the specific benefit your business promises to deliver to your customers. For Neha, a cold, refreshing drink that instantly quenches your thirst in a hot summer day is her value proposition. She isn't just selling lemonade, she's selling relief from the heat and a moment of refreshment. Second, customer segments. The specific groups of people or organizations your business aims to serve. For Neha, thirsty neighbors, dog walkers, and kids playing at the nearby park are her target customers. Neha knows exactly who's likely to pass by her stand and want a cold drink. Third are your channels, how you reach your customers and deliver your product or service to them. For Neha, a colorful stand at the corner of her street with a big lemonade sign is how customers find her and how she delivers her product to them. Fourth is the customer relationship, how you interact with your customers and what experience do you create for them. For Neha, a friendly service with a smile, remembering regular customers' names, and offering a free refill to her most frequent visitors is a sign of good customer service. These interactions build loyalty and encourage people to return to her lemonade stand. Fifth, the revenue streams. The ways your business makes money from each customer segment. For Neha, $1 per cup of lemonade with a discount of 5 cups for $4 for larger purchases. This simple pricing model is how cash flows into her business. Sixth, the key resources. The assets which are required to deliver your value proposition to your customers. For Neha, lemons, sugar, water, cups, a pitcher, maybe table, chair, and her handmade sign. Without these essential items, Neha simply cannot operate her business. Seventh, the key activities. The most important tasks your business must perform to be successful. For Neha, squeezing lemons, mixing the perfect balance of ingredients, serving customers quickly, and keeping her lemonade cold. Now, these are the activities that she must excel at to deliver the value proposition to her customers. Eighth, her key partners. The external people or organizations that help your business operate successfully. For Neha, her mom drives her to buy the supplies. Her dad helps her build the stand, and the local grocery store gives her a discount on her purchases of lemons and other ingredients. These partnerships help Neha do what she couldn't do alone. Ninth, very important and often ignored, is your cost structure. All the expenses required to operate your business. For Neha, 25 cents per cup in ingredients, $4 for her sign materials, and the time she spends making and selling the lemonade. Understanding these costs helps Neha ensure that she is making a profit. When all these elements work well together, Neha has a successful business model. If any element is misaligned, like setting up on a street with no footfall or making lemonade that's too sour or too sweet, her business will suffer. The beauty of this framework is that it works for any business, from Emma's simple lemonade stand to complex corporations like Apple or Amazon. The elements are the same, only the scale and complexity changes. Now, business models aren't set in stone. They evolve as your business grows and the market changes. Let's see how Neha's lemonade business might evolve over time. Now, step 1 is where Neha starts with a basic model. She makes lemonades and sells it directly to customers for $1 per cup. But after having success with her lemonade stand, what if Neha notices that customers ask for snacks? She adds cookies for $1 each. Now, she has multiple revenue streams coming from the same set of customers. Now, stage 3. What if she realizes that she wants to expand her lemonade stand to a new territory? So, she hires a friend to run a second stand in another neighborhood. Now, she's scaling her business model. Now, next stage could be if Neha notices that some customers come every day. She offers a weekly pass for $5 that gets them 7 lemonades instead of 5. Now, that's predictable revenue that helps her plan her business better. The next stage could also be that if a local real estate officer asks Neha to provide lemonade for their open house. Now she's serving businesses and not just individual customers. Now, what if other kids want to learn Neha's successful lemonade business formula? So she creates a lemonade stand kit with supplies, signs, and instructions for running the lemonade stand, and it costs around $25. She's now selling her business model itself at a higher price. And what if she wants to go digital? So Neha creates an app where neighborhood residents can pre-order lemonade for delivery. Her business model now includes a digital platform. How a simple business idea like a lemonade stand constantly evolves to create more value, reach more customers, and generate more revenue. Amazon started just selling books online. Now their business model includes cloud computing, streaming subscriptions, and so much more. Remember that the best business model is not necessarily the most complex one. It's the one that creates the most value for your customers while generating sustainable profits for your business. Before we wrap up, I want to offer something valuable to my community. Having a clear, effective business model is absolutely critical to your success. But sometimes you need an objective set of eyes to validate your thinking. That's why I'm offering a business model validation session for all our viewers. If you've sketched out your business model but aren't sure if it makes sense, or if you want feedback before investing months of time and thousands of dollars, you can book a session with us. I will add the link in the description. We'll review your business model together, identify potential blind spots, and make sure you're on the right track before you execute. Remember, most businesses don't fail because of poor products or services, but they fail because of poor business models. So don't even think of missing out on this critical step. So there you have it, business models explained, like your 5. Let's recap what we have just learned. A business model is how you create, deliver, and capture value. It matters because it determines if and how you'll make money. The key elements include your value proposition, customers, channels, relationships, revenue, resources, activities, partners, and costs. Business models also evolve as your business grows, changing from simple to more complex and diverse. The next time someone mentions business model, you'll not only understand what they're talking about, you might even be able to explain it to them better. And remember, just like Neha's lemonade stand, the best business models are simple, they solve a real problem, and evolve as you learn more about your customers. If you enjoyed this explanation, hit that like button and subscribe for more business concepts explained simply. Next week, we'll be explaining new concepts like profit margins, go-to-market strategy, in a way that will actually make you feel excited about these concepts. So drop a comment with other business concepts that you'd like me to feature in this series. Until next time, keep it simple and keep building your business. Bye.